views that Nimesh has been gathering all the way from Hong Kong. He's been getting us a wealth of opinion from that conference. Nimesh, we miss you here in Mumbai, but it's nice to see you. You've been speaking to a whole host of experts, including names like Sakti Siva. What have you gathered? Has the mood about India, with regards to India, has it picked up since the last time you went there?
Well, Sonia, honestly, I'm not able to hear very clearly to what you guys are saying. But yes, of course, it's a great conference. I happened to meet a lot of investors, both domestic and global. The broad sense that I picked up, which I've been, interacting with a lot of the international clients. And the fact is, as far as India is concerned, while everybody seems to be of the view that, India is a good, strong growth story. But in the near term, there are some disruptions in terms of GST, in terms of earnings. That might actually, dampen the sentiment in the near term is what I gather largely. But India, it's not like investors are giving up on the India story yet. So that's a big call that India will continue to do well, over a medium to long term perspective. As far as the global markets are concerned, that's where the consensus seems to be that equities globally seems to be in a very sweet spot. It will be led by US, and actually that will tide or uplift all other emerging markets as well. In terms of key risk, I guess the big risk will come from Europe. There are some big elections coming up, whether it's French elections and a couple of more, European countries going for elections, and that's going to be a key risk for global equities as well as emerging markets in 2017. So that's the broad sense across equity classes, whether it's US, Europe, or emerging markets. As I said, for India, I guess the near-term challenges would be, of course, GST. It's long-term positive, but it will be disruptive in terms of earnings. And of course, the earnings itself is a big debate because the street seems to be pretty divided as to whether you will really see a pickup in earnings in 2017 or not. So that's been the key worry or the key debate which has been talked about as far as India is concerned at the conference.
Okay, Nimesh, thanks.